you in Clark County are getting some really healthy snow amounts, especially if this is a 2 or 3 hour track here. As you get into the backside of Morgan County, Walton County, you're still getting some heavy amounts. Barrow County, you're starting to clear out. It's now 6 o'clock, and most of that energy is walking to the east, but there could still be some of our eastern communities, especially Hart and Elbert counties, that are still dealing with snow falling even as the sun starts to go down. With the sun going down, the temperature will fall on the road and in the air fairly quickly. Therefore, there will be some tricky spots through the overnight into tomorrow and likely as late as Monday afternoon when we see both sunshine and warmer temperature.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much. Let's go ahead. We got a team of reporters on the ground. We want to go ahead and check in with them here at the top of the hour. So let's start first with Fox 5's Chris Rosenthal.
Yeah, he's on 985 North where there's a multi-vehicle crash. Chris, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was just on the 985 North, and there were actually several accidents, along the way, several cars piled up alongside the road. About one accident I passed, there was about 3 cars on the side of the road there, just south of Friendship Road, and stuck in traffic for, probably about 30, 45 minutes or so, just getting slow going, getting up through that. But finally broke free, got through that. Didn't look like there were anything too serious or serious injuries. There were, I also saw a lot of plows going down the highway on the other side as well. So, but I ended up here. I'm on Friendship Road, up off of 985, and I'm at this QT here, which has been a bit of a play station here. We've got Meadowlight Meadow here. They are, not too steep of a hill, but they are making the best of it. Here they go. All right. So here's Mom Brandy here. Tell me.
Wow, it really is.
How are you finding the roads?
It was terrible. I was really glad that it wasn't icy. It was just kind of slush. So, but it was kind of fun. We just got out on the side, and there was some friendly faces waving. We were all kind of stuck in it together. So,
985. What were the conditions like on the highway, or could you tell at all based on the aftermath of the crash? Does it look like they maybe spun out? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I saw one car that was kind of off to the side of the road. Looks like it might have lost control. It was sort of faced the opposite direction on the side. There was an officer working with the driver here. And then further up, I saw another incident where some cars were, 3 cars off the road, kind of up a hill, up an embankment. So I'm guessing they lost control. I'm not really sure. It wasn't really a safe spot for me to get out and check. It looked like one of the cars actually didn't have anybody in it, so they might have left to go to some safer place. But yeah, traffic was definitely slowed down there for a while. Still slowed down there. The conditions though were still fair, wet, icy.
We're looking at some of the video that you shot, Chris, of this particular accident on 985.
Looks like a lot of vehicles involved there. Hopefully everyone's okay.
Yeah, and like you said, it left you backed up for a while. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. You can hear the wind in your mic there.
Yeah.
Is it a killer out there when that hits and kind of takes your breath away?
Oh yeah, it is definitely very windy, and you can see you may be able to see from the camera when it gets windy, it picks up that snow, and it's just a white dust that really makes it even harder to see. It really kills the visibility, and yeah, it does. When that wind hits your skin, we talk about that wind chill. It makes it feel a lot worse for sure. So yeah, this wind is definitely nothing to. It's definitely no joke.
Yeah, by comparison, Chris, you were last weekend in DeKalb County where there really wasn't that much ice to report on, but you certainly have your fair share of weather conditions this weekend.
It's his turn now.
Yeah, it's your turn now, Chris, so we appreciate it.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. It's a big difference from last week for sure. So.
All right, thanks, Chris, for your reporting there tonight. Well, let's check in now with Fox 5's Rob D'Arienzo.
He's on Highway 316, which is a major east-west artery in Gwinnett County, and he was actually trying to get to Athens. Rob, what's it looking like out there? I see that you are all bundled up. You're from New Jersey, but you look at, I don't see any skin barely except your eyes.
Tyler, we're going to stay put here. It's a little too dangerous at this point to try to head all the way to Athens. So we are staying here in Gwinnett County, but I want to give you a look at the roads right now. They have gotten a little bit better within the last hour or so. This is Buford Road. This is just off of 316. We saw a couple of pretty nasty accidents and incidents earlier, but you can see traffic is moving a little bit better at this point, but there's still a lot of slush and snow in the roads. The other thing that is a big concern is just the fact that this stuff could refreeze. Now I want to walk you over to this parking lot over here just to kind of show you essentially ice, and it can turn into a skating rink very quickly.
Yeah, Rob, your safety is our concern, so make sure you stay safe while you're out there giving everyone the coverage out there. We don't want you to get back on the road unless you feel comfortable, because that's obviously, we want to make sure you stay safe.
Yeah, we certainly appreciate your reporting.
I appreciate you, Tyler. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, let's zoom out a little bit. Our winter coverage continues in Sandy Springs.
Yeah, let's go to Fox 5's Ariel Onstadt, who is out in Sandy Springs. Hi, Ariel. It looks like a different scenario where you are. Tell us what conditions are like.
Hey, Christine, great to hear from you. I have to tell you guys, we just got here. We came from the Midtown area. In the past 5 minutes that we have been standing here, a bunch of snow has collected on the lens of our camera. I can't tell you what conditions were like just a few minutes ago because we have presses. So I'll keep an eye on it. But as of right now, it looks like, people driving past me, things proceeding fairly normally over here by the hospital.
All right, well, it seems like we're not at the end of this snowfall just yet, so Ariel will check back in with you and see what conditions are like. Thanks so much.
Yeah, let's head northeast of where she is, up in Lumpkin County, Dahlonega, where they woke up to wintry conditions today.
Yeah, that's where Fox 5's Larry Spruill joins us with a look at conditions there. You got smart, you left where you slid down the hill over on campus, Larry. Where are you now, and what are things like?
Well, Christina and Tyler, so the kids, they got tired, so they left the hill, so we came to downtown, and as you can see right now, crews are still out here trying to clean up, and they're saying that it's kind of still icy on this pathway right here, but they're trying to clear this area right now to kind of clear things up for the restaurants. But most of the restaurants and the businesses here in downtown Dahlonega are closed at this very hour, but they're trying to make sure, the crews are trying to make sure that this pathway is clean of some sorts. But I want to show you something. My Detroit snow jacket, I had this when I was in Detroit. I had to pull it out here because it actually is colder, and with that wind gust that's blowing in, it makes it colder as well.
All right, Larry, we appreciate your reporting there from Dahlonega. We'll check back in and see how conditions are changing, if any.
And hopefully he can find another chance, get another chance for a snow angel.
He didn't break a sign like you did last weekend when he threw that big thing of ice at the sign to show us how hard.
I did a lot of things.
You did a lot of things last week. I'm glad you didn't break it, but
the sign
he's
was still there.
Himself.
I saw it behind him. It's still there.
I did notice it was still there. So good.
Well, let's head south over to Newton County.
That's where Fox 5's Christopher King is. Christopher, give us an update on what things are looking like there.
Well, Christine and Tyler, the snow is coming down, so the hood is up, as you can see here. The snow is picking up. I've not seen any plows in here. They've not had to have any plows in here, but you never know. You don't want to get stuck out there. You don't want to give emergency crews a reason to have to come out and rescue you.
Yeah, good point. All right, Chris, thanks so much. We'll check back in with you here throughout the hour. Let's continue our winter coverage and go to Gainesville.
That's where Fox 5's Tara Jabbour is live right now. Tara, you were up there last weekend for the ice storm, now the snowstorm. You're from Ohio. Is it bringing back any memories from you grew up there?
I was just waiting for someone to bring up that I'm from Ohio. Yes, definitely lots of memories in the snow, of course. I actually feel like I'm still in Ohio right now, so it's a little bit weird. But anyway, we're here in Gainesville. To the left of me, you'll see Jesse Jewell Parkway. This is a main thoroughfare here.
weather team. You said 20 degrees where she is right now in
It's
Gainesville.
like 8.
It feels like
Feels like
8.
eight.
Tara, you could probably physically attest to that.
Maybe we should get her into her car.
I didn't know it felt like 8. I mean, my fingers are pretty cold, but
Yeah, where's your
feels like
gloves?
8. Wow,
Listen,
that
get
is
you some
Ohio.
gloves. Listen, that
Is
good
it Ohio or is it Georgia?
the good Ohio roots are paying off for you right now, Tara, for your second week in a row.
She's in her element.
Yeah, you are in your element reporting and doing a fantastic job of it, by the way. So we appreciate your eyes and ears on the ground for us there in Gainesville. We'll check back in with you a little bit later, Tara. Go warm up. Well, turning to Gwinnett County.
Well, that's where Fox 5's Annie Mapp is. She is looking, I believe, over by the Mall of Georgia. What's the conditions like there? You have your hood up, you have the fur. Hopefully you're warm standing outside, Annie.
Tyler, Christine, I'm a Southern girl. We do not do this. This is not it. We are again in Buford off Mall of Georgia Boulevard. We're starting to see less snow that is falling down, but we are seeing that the wind is kind of picking up. You can probably tell the snow is kind of hitting in this direction where I'm pointing at. But again, we're seeing a lot of people who are actually out, surprisingly, even though Gwinnett County officials have said that several roads have been deemed impassable due to the conditions. You can see folks driving, that driver just going at normal speed. He's like me. I can get a quick look at the snow and then I need to run back inside. I don't need to be out here doing all the snowman building and snow angels and stuff. We can watch from the window and we're good.
Crank that heater up in the car, turn on the seat warmers.
Yes. She's like, I'm only out here because I got to work out here right now. Otherwise, I would be in the house. And I don't blame you, Annie. It's pretty cold out there, especially when the wind starts to gust. Annie, thanks so much for that update there from Gwinnett County.